Clemente, and I'm coming to you from San Diego, California with Successful Bands. Today's lesson, I want to talk about networking and why it's important and how you can best do it, because I think that a lot of artists and musicians are severely lost on this path from what I've seen. So one of the major things that'll come up is people will say, I just can't get a hold of anyone important. Why should they talk to me? They don't have the time for me. I send emails, I don't get responses. I've tried everything. I've contacted this person and asked for something 50 times. Why are they not responding to me? How do I get their attention? And it'll kind of become an excuse in your own career, like, oh, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And you'll start using it as an excuse for why your band isn't getting places, like, oh, this other person, they were successful because they knew so and so. And there's a small part of that that's true. The part that's true is that networking effectively and actually making contacts with people who can make big things happen, that could be a huge advantage for your music career. It could be life-changing. It could definitely be one of the big factors. So you do want to network successfully. The thing that most people say is, oh, well, they just always had those contacts, or assuming that someone always knew the person that made them famous or something like that. Lots of people start out, myself included, without an A-list roster of contacts. I didn't have a bunch of people that I knew in the music industry that I could just say, hey, I need to get my record out there. Can you do that for me? Great. That's awesome. Most people don't start that way. Most people start with much less, and they have to create a connection with one of these people to actually get to where they want to go. So what we're going to talk about quickly is how you can effectively get one of those connections, or get a lot of networking connections. So basically, when you start, if you're asking why someone didn't respond to your email when you asked them if they could do an article on you, then you're already starting off in the wrong place. You're already making a mistake. And the first mistake that bands make is they ask something. They ask a venue, hey, can you give us this? Can you give us this? They ask a music festival, can you put us on your bill? It's you asking what they can do for you, because you're concerned about what this person or this organization can do for you. How are they going to help you? Now, I realize that you have to be concerned. You have to look out for yourself and your own career. That's great. But to effectively network, you don't start with what can you do for me. You start with what can I do for you. They have something you want. They have a connection that you want. So you have to ask yourself, what value can I provide them? Because no one else does that. Or I shouldn't say no one. Some people do it, and they're the people that successfully network. The people who reach out, who actually stick out to these people that they're trying to network with, is someone who says, hey, how can I provide this person a ton of value? What can I do for them that's going to make me... I'm giving all the value in the relationship up front. I'm saying, hey, I want to help you out. I can do this, this, and this for you. And then only after you've already followed through on the things that you were going to do for them to help them out, then you might be in a position where you can say, hey, I did all these things for you. I love helping you out. I'll still help you out in the future even. Would you mind getting my band on this show, or would you mind helping me get to this festival, or talk to this record company, or whatever it is? You have to provide value for them first. You have to think of other people. You have to be not selfish. And it's really hard to, because we're always thinking about what can everyone do for me. You have to flip that, and you have to say, what can I do for other people? And I guarantee you will be a lot more effective at networking with the people that really matter in any industry, in any pursuit, by asking these questions. How can I provide them a ton of value? What asset do I have that they would really value? And I don't mean to bust your bubble here, but your asset is not that you created some cool music, because a lot of people create cool music, and even if your music is really good, sometimes maybe that'll be enough to break through. But generally, play it safe. Do something very valuable for these other people that you want to connect with, and you'll find that you start developing an A-list roster of contacts and people that will feel indebted to you. They'll say, hey man, this band's really good. They put in a lot of work. They actually did all these things for me. They wrote a blog post for me. They helped promote my site. They drove customers to a project that I'm really interested in. They helped promote for me. And they did that all without asking for anything in return. They didn't ask for money. They didn't ask for a show. They They didn't ask anything, they provided. And when you provide first, that is the start to a good relationship and to someone that's going to say, hey, actually now that you have asked for a little help after you've helped me and everything, yeah, I'd be down to help you guys. You guys are good guys. So guys, when you're networking, when you're trying to build contacts, it is absolutely possible to find people to network successfully and effectively without already having all the connections in place. Most people, again, don't have the connections in place to effectively build those connections. Reach out to whoever you want to connect with and think of a way. Go to them with a list of like 10 things you could do for them, a brainstorm. Hey, I could help you do this. I could help you do this. I'd be willing to work for free and I want to help you. I really love what you're doing. I love that you're successful at what you're doing. I want to be a part of it. I'm just here to help. I will work for absolutely free. And when someone comes in with that passion and that drive and they ask, what can I do for you? That's something that most people, probably 99% of other musicians or artists, are not saying to these people. Everyone's asking them for something. They get a lot of people asking, not a lot of people offering up their time or their intelligence or their skills to help them out for no cost. And then that's how you develop a meaningful connection with someone. I hope this was informative for you. Again, this is Successful Bands, and my name is Brendan Clemente. Have a great day.